go. She's an elf on the moon, and she is going to share with you about packaging and gift giving. I can't wait to hear. So take it away, Shelby.
All right, so I've got a lot of props. My little elf. Elf Diane. All right, so ladies, actually a lot of the things that we've talked about tonight are points that I'm going to talk to you about, but it's just information I'm going to give you in case you didn't understand. So mine is gift wrapping and packaging, which I love to do. So number one, I always say when you're talking about packaging, so your customers or the husband, you don't just limit the husband to the wife. You say the daughter, the mother-in-law, right? You want to make big points with the mother-in-law. So the first thing I always say is, who is the package or gift for? You want to be specific. And then the second question I always ask is a little bit about that person. Is she a fragrance girl? Is she a color girl? Or is she a skincare girl? Number 3, price point. That is most important. Okay, so when you've gotten those 3 things, you have an idea, right? So if they're telling you, $25 up to the mother-in-law or the wifey, right? If he really wants to score big, you can go anything, right? So when you're packaging, ladies, keep it simple. Don't drive yourself crazy with this, right? You want to keep it elegant. You want to keep it affordable on your end. Don't let it look cheap, please. Don't let it look cheap. So on a couple of things where you can purchase these things, I am all about repurposing gift baskets. So don't you have like a closet full or maybe your attic and you've got all these baskets and you're like, I don't know what to do with these things. Guess what? Reuse them. Ta-da! Reuse them. That's what I'm talking about. This right here, do you see this? I actually won this basket. At a vendor event I won. We did a raffle ticket, I won. But how beautiful is this basket? I'm like, oh my gosh. It's free for me. So re-gift it, repurpose it. Same thing here. I'm all about Hobby Lobby. Michael's, they do phenomenal discounts, like 40% off on a basket. So you're paying like $2, $3 for a basket. The dollar store is okay, but also I'm a big, I love secondhand stores. I have found the cutest baskets at secondhand stores. So on that note, when you're looking at them, make sure it's clean and doesn't look like, some 3-year-old kid has made mud pies with it, right? Another thing, tool. Love tool. You can do a lot of things with different tools. So there's like 3 different colors right here for that bow. You see that? And at Christmas time, it doesn't have to be the same red, green, silver, gold. Have fun with it. Match it with the products that are in the basket, and it's going to stand out, right?
Can you show your brush set? I always love how you do that.
Oh, yeah. So this is our brush set. Ladies, all this is, see how easy it would fit down into a stocking? It's just tools. That's all I did. So what you do is you take your tool, and you're going to make the ends like a long extra piece. And what you're doing is you're just double knotting it, and then you're fluffing the bows. That's all this is. Just one piece of tool. Does that make sense? It's really, really, really easy. After this, I can like show you how it's done. I'll take this thing apart and do that. I think last year I taught on that as well. So yeah, love, love, love that. Let's see where I'm at so I don't lose spot. As far as like what is in the bottom of this, do you see how a lot of the times our products will sink to the bottom? Packing peanuts. So when you get your product in, save your peanuts. Put it at the bottom. Reuse them. Yep. So packing peanuts, if I lift this up, you see? Can you see all the packing peanuts? That's all that is. And then you just layer on top of it tissue or even the snow that you get in the big packaging. Let's see where am I at? When you're doing your little gift baskets, I love to the dollar store, these little teddy bears, $1. And the same thing, this little chocolate kind of fell out, but the chocolate, the same thing you can do, put a little chocolate in there. You can even ask, I always ask my guys, you know, what is your, you know, wife's favorite candy? And I'll put that bar in there. It's $2 added to that, seriously, and look, it makes the package super, super cute. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, and last but not least, when you're doing these gift baskets, ladies, always include a gift certificate. And on that gift certificate, you want it to say, this gift comes with a complimentary pampering session. Because what are you doing? So say it's a guy that you work with, and you've never gotten to facial, the wife that he's purchasing for, you've just given her all of this product, and she's going to be like, this is great, but I don't know what to do with it. So she's going to call you, and you can sit down with her and have that appointment. Does that make sense? And she can either, you know, you can use everything, or she can, at that point, trade it in if she wants something different, maybe a different color, different fragrance. Really, really easy. So, but make sure you can use either a gift card that says that, or your business card tucked down in there, and on the back you just handwrite it. This gift comes with a complimentary pampering session by, you kind of by appointment, and she'll set that appointment with you. So that's really, really it. I will tell you this, pre-wrap, that a guy will go for that in a second. He wants easy, he wants simple. Pre-wrap. You can have your price points. Make sense?
Can you tell your story about last year, like right before Christmas? That person that bought so much, that guy?
Okay, so ex-coworker, I called him and I was like, hey, you were a great customer last year, you know, just thought of you. Would you like to do something this year? And he's like, actually, yes, but I have a crazy schedule, that's okay. I met him in a Rite Aid parking lot, and I had my trunk open, and it was kind of like a trunk show, like whoever was taught earlier on, Diane. Same thing. He sat right there and bought $500 worth of stuff, because why? Already had it done. So my favorite one, I didn't bring it, but you're going to see it in the studio. I'm going to bring it Monday, and I'll leave it up here on display. My favorite is when we take our Pamper Me set, and I take a roll-up bag, and I flip it inside out, and I fill those pockets, and they can see. Does that make sense? It's, yeah, and he bought that just like that for his mother. So $200, that was half of it. But he bought for his sister, his grandma, he bought for everybody. Because he's a guy, he's busy. And he's like, I don't like all this fun stuff. Can you just do it for me? I'm like, guess what? Pick whatever you want. So $500 in the Rite Aid parking lot from one phone call. Really, really easy. So kind of think outside of the box and things like that.
Do you do a discount on the baskets, or do you charge full price for each item?
I do
for your
not
total?
charge for any of my packaging. Ladies,
No,
please.
I mean
is that
like
what you're saying?
the items inside, like say it's like $20 for the hand lotion and something else. Do you charge say $15 for the basket, for the whole basket, or you just charge whatever the items are?
I charge whatever the items are.
Okay.
So for instance, if this is $100 worth of items in this basket,
Right.
I charge $100.
Okay.
Whatever our retail cost is, I don't charge for packaging at all, because when you
Okay.
break it down, it's literally pennies. Ladies, you get these clear cellophane bags. You can get them at the dollar store. They're like $2 for $1. You can get them at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, any of those home decor, like hobby stores. Really simple. You can buy the kind too that you use the blow dryer, and it'll, like the shrink wrap. Those are really easy too. Be careful when you're carrying those; they'll puncture pretty easily. So yeah, they're pretty fragile.
Okay.
Any last minute questions? Like, yes, I can't. Yes, Sarah.
When do you start selling to them? Like, do you wait till after Thanksgiving?
For the people I know, I start selling like literally in the middle of October. So about now is when I start. I start with my customers, getting them the idea, because especially grandmothers and stuff like that, they like to do things ahead of time. So all my customers like that, I sell now. And I already have an idea, so I'm already ordering that stuff in and starting my wrapping.
What are your best-selling products when you do that?
Ooh, my best-selling products, satin hands, easy, easy, easy. Ladies, take the satin hands, the bag itself is gorgeous. So take snow, tuck it down in the bottom, fold the handles down in, and then you're just gonna take ribbon and go across it like this. So you're holding the items in, and you're holding it across. And it's just like tulle. You can use red tulle, you can use pink tulle, whatever kind of bow or ribbon you want to put on there. It's gonna hold it together, boom, and it's done. Use the bag itself. It's pretty, right? It's very, very pretty. One more question?
Bring it Monday.
Yes.
Bring it Monday.
Okay. And I'll bring all these things and leave them in the studio. just be careful with them, because they're gonna be on display for all of the units, okay? But yeah.
Give her a round of applause.
Make sure you check out that room too. There's a lot of my packages back there. Okay.
Thank you. I love it. So one year I got really excited about shrink wrap, and I bought a lot of it, and because I wanted to use a hairdryer, right? And it just goes, and it looks really cool. And so I put a whole bunch in the back of my car, and I was driving to this appointment to go show them all, and I turned the corner, and nothing was anchored inside the basket. So I had this gorgeous shrink wrap basket with everything. And this is what I was doing. I was turning, I was like, in the back seat, because everything was falling over. So,
do that again.
so what I do is I use the full-size box behind the product. If you pull the product out, put the box here, put the full-size product in front of it, and if you are going to shrink wrap, because it does look very professional, you know, tape it, like use double-side tape behind it to anchor it, and put the peanuts in there, but just anchor your basket, because otherwise it's just ugly. But it was very fun to do the shrink wrap. You know, I just had a little good time with that. So, all right.